$25 million in the first and second years and $50 million in the year 3. But the new bill that our lawmakers passed only passed $50 million for 1 year, and that's not the only concern.
Within 24 hours, they've already started to dismantle the revenue side of the bill by repealing the hotel motel tax that was put in there, and they repealed it. However, they didn't replace it.
And this means that $50 million have now been removed from the revenue package. And teachers are getting a lot of attention right now with their pay raise. But what about those who keep the lights on, the buses running, and the classrooms clean? Well, 2 Works For You reporter Tony Russell is live at Charles Page High School, where he spoke exclusively to support staff. And Tony, what do they say about all this?
Well, according to the stats, those support staff supposed to get about a $5,000 raise with this revenue package. It looks like they only got about a fourth of it, and these are the people who make sure your kids are in school and keep the building running.
One teacher told me one time, if it wasn't for us, the school wouldn't run.
You know you've had a long day at school when you hear Andrea Hurd at work.
I can't stand a mess. My OCD kicks in.
Her day is just starting. For Karen Sissom, she's ending a week of keeping track of 1,200 students. Don't make it to class? You'll be hearing from her. These are just 2 of the many keeping Charles Page High School running. They're the support staff, and their fight for a fair paycheck has been right up there with the teachers' fight.
I quit the schools 10 years ago.
Right.
And when I lost my job due to the oil industry crunch. And when I came back, I'm making the same salary that I was making when I left 10 years ago.
The new revenue bill only gives support staff a $1,250 raise.
It hurts. I mean, we're thankful naturally that we got that, but would people like it if they only brought home an extra $100 a month? With the taxes and stuff the way they are, you know we're not going to be bringing home that much money.
Teachers want everyone to know they've been rallying all along for their support staff.
Unfortunately, it seems like the focus has been on teacher raises, teacher raises. Teachers get their raises, but they still want to strike. It's not just that. The teacher raise is one piece of a large pie.
Funding for support staff is part of that pie.
They're absolutely key to the functionality of our day-to-day building activities. We can't do it without them.
We're a team, no matter what. If it's custodian, teacher, secretary, we're all a team.
And the superintendent tells me over the phone today, while the teachers walk out, the support staff will be here on Monday. Reporting live in Sand Springs, Tony Russell, 2 Works For You.
People from all across the state are expected to gather in force on Monday, anywhere from 25 to 30,000. Tonight, law enforcement agencies are teaming up to make sure that everyone stays safe.
Your children are worth it! Their futures begin now!
OHP has already called for backup.
There are a lot of considerations. We have to bring in people from across the state.
Fire departments also involved.
We're going to be working with officials from the fire department. We'll have fire marshals out here.
ODOT playing a role too.
They'll have barriers, and we'll have the signs that tell people that the inside lane is blocked.
This high-profile event means roads will be congested with hordes of drivers and pedestrians, and because of that, there will be some road closures.
The inside lane of southbound Lincoln shut down, and the inside lane northbound shut down.
As for what people can and can't take inside the Capitol, weapons are a no-go. Signs are acceptable, but there are restrictions.
You can bring signs in the Capitol as long as they're not on a stick.
Now, banners are allowed, but you cannot place them on the walls. OHP suggests you bring in as little as possible. Now, our coverage of the education crisis continues online and on the free 2 Works For You app. You'll find a full list of schools affected by the walkout. Just search KGRH.com. KGRH, I should say, in your app store.
All right, it was a nice day across East Oklahoma. Live dual Doppler with Viper 4D. All quiet, few fires to the north of us. But we're watching cold air to the north of us. Tomorrow morning we wake up, it's going to be in Nebraska. That cold air is going to surge to the south. And by Sunday evening, it's going to be rather frigid here. We'll detail that eastern forecast for you here in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Mike. Well, new at 10, some disturbing finds at the VA Medical Center in Oklahoma City. Doctors were getting paid to provide care, but weren't showing up for the appointments. The director there says the VA spent close to $500,000 on those part-time doctors. The center also paid $7 million to a medical school for residents to provide care when they either weren't providing as much as they were being paid or not providing care at all. Officials say the employees in charge of managing these doctors are no longer at the VA. Taking a live look now from Owasso, where police say an 8-year-old girl was kidnapped. That's the corner where we're waiting to find out more information. We'll have a live report from the scene next on 2 Works for you at 10. We continue to follow that breaking news out of Owasso, where police tell us an 8-year-old has been kidnapped. 2 Works for you reporter Katie Wisely is live on the scene for us. Any update yet, Katie?
Karen, good evening. Yeah, police are still not here. We know that they were here earlier talking to a parent here on East 87th Street North. That's where we are right now, just off the East 86th Street North exit, right off of 169 here in Owasso. We know that an 8-year-old girl was kidnapped by a non-custodial parent. We're not sure if that's the mother or father at this time. We do know police was out here just a few minutes ago talking with a family here at this intersection. We know right now they're issuing an Amber Alert. They're working on that information, and then they'll make sure to get that everywhere on social media, on Facebook, online, to make all of you aware at home. But again, an 8-year-old kidnapped here at East 87th Street North in Owasso. As soon as we get more information, we'll make sure to bring that to you on air, online, and on our 2 Works for You app. Reporting live in Owasso, Katie Wisely, 2 Works for You.
New tonight, we've seen warning labels on coffee about it being served too hot. Well, now some coffee cups could soon have a new warning label. This one about the danger of getting cancer. It all centers on a case out of California. Reporter Kumasi Aaron looks at both sides of the new debate.
In California, state law requires warnings on a wide range of chemicals that could potentially cause cancer. And one of those chemicals is in coffee.
When you think of what's in your coffee, you think cream or caffeine, not chemicals. But there's one inside your favorite cup of joe, acrylamide, which may mean your coffee could come with a cancer warning. A nonprofit sued Starbucks and 90 companies, asking them to either take the chemical out or add a warning. The coffee industry says the chemical is a natural result of cooking coffee beans, and taking it out would change the taste. It argued the level in coffee isn't harmful and the benefits outweighed any risks. The judge found coffee makers didn't meet that burden of proof. The National Coffee Association says cancer warnings on coffee would be misleading, and even pointed to the U.S. government's own dietary guidelines that say coffee can be a part of a healthy lifestyle. In a statement, the NCA's president said, quote, "Coffee has been shown over and over again to be a healthy beverage." We asked people at this coffee shop what they think about it.
I would imagine any levels of carcinogens would be so small that I'd have to drink an insane amount to have any sort of impact. So I don't think it's really going to impact my decisions to drink coffee.
I mean, information's always good, and then everybody has to make a decision what they think personally for them. So I think the more information we have, the better off we are, but not to push it on us. Let us make a decision. I'm not concerned about it. I'm going to still drink coffee.
Now, this isn't set in stone just yet. Coffee makers have a few weeks to challenge the ruling before it's final. I'm Kumasi Aaron reporting.
Now, even though the judge's ruling is only for coffee sold in California, it could impact coffee drinkers everywhere because it can be hard to make packaging with warning labels just for one state. Only on 2, Tulsa's Finest stepping in to help this mother and her sweet 2-week-old baby. She called for help when she was in desperate need of formula. The first responders were her last resort. With many agencies closed today for the holiday weekend, she had nowhere else to turn, and that's when the Tulsa Fire Department jumped into action, delivering formula, diapers, and blankets.
Well, my partner actually took the phone call, and as soon as he came up with the phone, we both were kind of in agreement that we should probably try to do something to help.
It makes me feel very loved, like there is still good people in the world. I was very blessed with this.
Rachel says she's very thankful for TFD's quick response in her time of need. Isn't that sweet? Cute
Beautiful
baby,
story.
and she didn't know where to turn for help.
Exactly. Always folks out there, wonderful helpers across the area. Weather-wise, we're going to be able to get outside and enjoy some really nice weather and take some beautiful pictures as well. This is one of the sunset from Matt Wing. We appreciate tweeting me this picture at Mike Collier WX. You can tweet me these pics, and with our new system, we're able to just throw them in immediately. So they're real time. Once you tweet them to me, I can put them in the system on instantaneously. So send me these pictures as we come up during the next couple of months with severe weather season, or any sunset or sunrise pictures. Car wash forecast. Not ideal. So wait until middle of next week when we start to see sunshine and drier weather move in. Right now we're at 53 degrees. Humidity is at 52%. That number is increasing as moistures begin to move back into the area. Right now in Pryor, you're at 47 degrees. Grove at 45. Tahlequah at 50. McAllister 45, and Okmulgee coming in at 49. So cool evening across the area. But we switch to Easter, and it just looks raw, it looks damp, it's going to be cold. Temperatures in the upper 30s to start your morning. Showers off and on throughout the day. It's not that it'll rain all day, but off and on, some scattered showers. Just a really miserable afternoon outside, but of course, what a wonderful day. Temperatures in the 40s for afternoon highs on your Easter. Now, as we look at our future track temperatures, as we head towards tomorrow afternoon, we're going to see temperatures in the upper 70s for afternoon, or I should say low to mid 70s for upper highs across the area. Cold front's going to enter the area. You see those blue arrows? That's the colder air pouring the area. We have warm south winds ahead of that front. That front develops some showers and storms in the area and continues to push the south, and it pulls in the colder air here into northeast Oklahoma. I'm keeping any winter weather threat well to the northeast of us. Meanwhile, some scattered showers still possible Easter Sunday. Monday, we're going to try to warm back up into the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. Oklahoma City coming in at 63 degrees. Monday afternoon could see a few strong storms in southwest Oklahoma. Might see a few strong storms in our area Monday night into Tuesday morning as a cold front arrives. That cold front's going to push all the severe weather threat well to the southeast of us as calmer conditions move in for your Tuesday afternoon. But tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Tulsa, we're going to be at 50 degrees, Muskogee 47, Stigler at 49. As we head towards the afternoon hours, increasing clouds, and here comes some storms popping up across the area as a cool front slides into the region by 5. That cool front will slide south and push in or bring in colder air for your upcoming Easter Sunday. So the 10-day forecast, 42 on your Sunday, 54 on Monday, 60s on Tuesday. Then as we head towards the middle of next week, we warm up significantly before another strong front arrives next Sunday. Then we warm back up the following Monday. We'll be, of course, up and down over the next 10 days.
All right, thank you, Mike. New tonight, if you use MyFitnessPal to track your activity levels and what you eat, take note. Under Armour, the company that owns MyFitnessPal, sent out this alert. Someone stole the usernames, email addresses, and passwords of 150 million people. If you use MyFitnessPal, you should change your password right away and watch for any suspicious activity. Security Scorecard says this hack is the largest so far this year and one of the top 5 ever. It's almost that time of year when we start swatting mosquitoes.